My friends, welcome to this episode of the Outdoor Gear Review. Today, this is the Extremus pop-up camping tent. As far as the setup, that's super simple, it really is. You fold it out, you pull it up, it locks into place. From here, I will stake out the corners, put the fly on. I have never seen tent stakes this poor before. These are the thinnest stakes I've ever seen, ever. Check this out. If I decide to do further episodes other than just this test night, I will compare this to other stakes because this is nonsensical. If it said Stand Sport on it, I would believe it because it's right up their alley. The quality of this looks terrible. Again, to the viewer who sent this in, thank you so much, but this really does look awful. To be honest, everyone, I expected much, much worse. Yes, this tent leaks. It is not waterproof. But this is not the worst tent that we've seen as far as leaking goes. That goes to the Stand Sport tents. Stand Sports, they make the worst tents. The overall quality of this feels even cheaper than Stand Sports, but this is, without a doubt, more waterproof than your average Stand Sport tent. Would I recommend this? Absolutely not. But it is far more waterproof than what I expected. Let's focus on what I just said there. It is far more waterproof than I expected. But it's not waterproof. This tent leaks, don't use it in the rain. Also, it's very, very expensive. $80 for this tent does not make any sense. You could buy a good quality tent for 80 bucks. Don't buy this hunk of garbage. I am impressed. Okay, let me put it this way. I'm not impressed. I'm shocked. That's how I should say it. I expected far worse. I expected this to be a swimming pool, but it's not. It's definitely wet inside. There's no point to do a ventilation condensation test because it's soaking wet. So this episode ends here. It ends now. The overall performance of the episode. Be well, strength and honor. Talk to you soon.
It unzips about halfway, and let's go ahead and pull this out. See if there's anything else in the bag. A little instruction booklet and also some stakes. And I believe I feel some more guideline in here. We'll open that in just a moment. Let's take a look at the tent itself. It does have one strap around it that I guess keeps everything from popping out when you don't want it to. And that is attached to the tent up here. Let's do an initial walk around. You can see that the middle pieces here are pretty well taut. And then on the side, it's a little bit loose because it's going to need some stakes to hold that down a bit more. And it did come with stakes, so I think we'll be good with that here in just a moment. I believe I'm going to start off by putting a stake in each one of these loops. Those 4 stakes seem to be the only ones that hold this down to the ground. And now let's go ahead and get the vestibule open. So the poles have a little metal tab, which is going to keep the pole into the lower portion. Like that. So I'm just setting one piece into another here. Seems to lock down nice and tight. And I should be able to lift up the vestibule. Unzip it here. And then use one of these to go into the grommet. And the extra cord that was found in the stake bag is what's going to be used to hold these out. So let me get that real quick. I'm going to lift the pole up here straight out, and then the other end has a little plastic tab which I'm able to use to adjust the length of the rope. So I'm going to come on out here to the end, get that cinched down. I suppose this is what you would consider the vestibule. You could tighten these up a little bit more if you needed to keep that from going anywhere. You just have to take this tab and pull it down some. This one was pretty tight. Yep. So yeah, that's going to hold up pretty good in average weather. You would probably want to put that down if there was any serious wind. Let's take a tour of the new tent. I got a double zipper here on the vestibule. I guess this would be the true vestibule here. Aha, and it does wrap all the way around. So you can tie this off here to the side. Now this can be removed. So the outside is separate from the inside. So it's a dual layer. And if you want to just have basically a big tent that would be a sunshade, let's say at the beach or something, then you can remove the inner tent if you want to. But so anyway, the vestibule side here is attached with a bottom, which is cool to keep your gear from getting wet. You can step inside, and this is sewn in, and it is taped on the back, which is really nice. Here on the front, there's a little pocket that you can use to access something that you have left here in the vestibule.
This is the Coleman Instant Cabin. This is the 4-person version. Looked for the 6-person version. Everything was gone. Everyone's into camping these days, trying to get something done outside. I'm gonna set this up, I'm gonna give you my first impressions, and we'll go from there. That's not too bad for a 4-person instant Coleman. I mean, that's not gonna take up a lot of trunk space. So this is how it comes right out of the box. Nice little buckles. It's actually fairly compact, considering that it's a 4-person tent that is supposed to have instant pop-up poles. So these ties, I'm not really sure what they're gonna do. It's nice that they tied a quick release knot. Okay, first thing I see is stakes. So I'm supposed to remember how this gets clipped together, I guess. Remove this assembly cardboard. Sticker on top that says spread, extend, pop up. So let's see if I can do this without reading the instructions. Okay, so this seems to be about it. There's a few things that I'll point out, but let's see how easy is it to move when I'm trying to turn it. That's not too shabby for a quick pitch 4-person tent. First thing I noticed was this little whatchamacallit here. It props the vent up. Pretty heavy duty. Not really. It's like a thick piece of foam they just sewed over. Something that I noticed is that these corners here seem to grab this material. I don't really know a way where you'd be able to keep that from happening. But other than that, it seems like you can pack it up with the clips attached still. And these little puppies, oh, I'm scraped up a little bit. These little puppies here, just basically, you push it in like that, super easy. Open it, then pull on it, it's locked in place. And this top assembly doesn't seem like we'll ever need to touch it. It's not actually attached top, except for through this knot thing. So this frame seems like it's been maybe retrofitted to this 4-person tent, which is, we'll catch you in the next one.
Hey everybody, I'm doing a review today on the Kelty Trail Ridge 4 tent that is perfect for car camping for couples that are not into backpacking. And Kelty is a brand that I've trusted for a while. I've had a few tents from them, and this tent has been a true test piece of high quality for Kelty. I've been psyched about it. We've taken it on dozens of trips. This is a 4-person tent, so you've got shy of 60 square feet of space, but it's perfect for 2 people that want to car camp and be extra comfortable, meaning you can take a queen size or a full size air mattress, put it inside, which I'm going to show you that here in a minute, and you can be really comfortable. You don't have to car camp with a 2-man tent or a 3-man tent. You can get something like this that allows you to have more space, not have to be on top of each other, and you've got plenty of gear storage as well. So as you can see here in the front of the tent, we've got it open right now. You've got big D-shaped doors, but I want to point out that the new version of this tent that is available from Kelty online or from other retailers does not have this same style. It's actually a little bit different in that you can roll back the rain fly on the trail ridge, and you've got some different features. So I would recommend that you get on the website and take a look at the specific features of the 2016 version of this tent. But in essence, it's the same general idea. So that is the Kelty Trail Ridge 4. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you out on the trail.
Howdy campers, and today we're talking about the Coleman Sundome 4-person tent. So this tent is awesome. If you're traveling with 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, you want a tent with a lot of space, but great weather protection, great just kind of protection from the elements in the outdoors. The Sundome 4-person tent is gonna be a great tent to handle all of your outdoors tent needs. First of all, for a 4-person tent, this tent has a lot of space. Like I said, you can fit 2 people with an air mattress and all your gear. You could fit 3 people with sleeping bags and your gear. I would even say you could probably fit 4 people and sleeping bags. Might be a little tight to add all the gear on the inside, but there is enough room in here to definitely fit 4 people with sleeping bags. It's 9 by 7 feet length and width, and then you also get just about 5 feet of space from the bottom to the top of the center of the tent. So you could actually stand up in this tent, which is a nice convenience, especially when you compare it to shorter 3-person and 2-person tents. Now, as far as weather protection goes, the tent does come with a very durable high denier polyester rain fly. The shell of the tent itself is also made up of a 75D high denier polyester, and then the flooring of the tent is made up of Coleman's WeatherTech, patented WeatherTech weather protected flooring system. So you don't have to worry about any harsh weather. This tent can stand up to the elements, rain, wind, anything you're going to encounter in the 3 seasons, spring, summer, fall. This tent will help you with protection. Now, if you're going out on a real nice day, if it's the hotter months of summer, if you're camping out in July or August, but you're not dealing with rain, this tent actually opens up with mesh windows on. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll catch you on the next one. Happy camping. Have a great day.